morning, everybody. It's Michaela from Hooked in a Flash. If you'd like to find me, you can find me on Facebook as Hooked in a Flash Crochet, Instagram as Hooked in a Flash, and if you'd like to see any of my crochet patterns that I have up, it's Hooked in a Flash on Etsy. How's everybody doing today? I know it's not Wednesday, it's Friday. Super busy this week. I got really crazy. It was just a long week for me. I don't have too much to show you either because I just haven't been working too much on a lot of projects. But I do have stuff and I want to show you. First off, before I go into everything else, next week, hopefully, if I can find it, I will show you these amazing stitch markers that my friend Christina made me. They're Zelda stitch markers. There's some other ones as well with yellow beads, which yellow is my favorite color, so it's amazing. But she made me some Zelda stitch markers, and I put them in this special tin so that I don't lose them, and I cannot find it anywhere. I went through this last week and cleared all of my craft room. I went through and got rid of stuff that I'm not going to use. Rearranged my yarn because on knit night, which was Wednesday, the amazing Tracy, the owner of Teaselwick Wools in Salem. I'm in Silverton. She's in Salem. She went through and destashed and brought in a huge amount of yarn that was just like, pick through. Whatever you want, you take it. Have at it. And I went crazy. I got a bunch of yarn from it. I was going to pull it out, but it's just, I just put it all away. It looks nice. But I got a lot of new yarn. So some of the stuff that I had, like I had little balls of yarn. A lot of it I took out of my stash and I put down in a separate little area for my kids to take out. So they have their own yarn stash right now. So that they're not digging through all of my yarn, messing it up, not pulling all of these down all the time. Because they're really into pom-pom making right now. So I put a lot of that in there. Some of it's leaving. I just went through my whole room. Got rid of everything. It was like spring cleaning. My craft room is in my bedroom as well. My bedroom's quite large. Half of it's my bedroom. The other half is my yarn room. Or craft area, whatever you want to call it. That's what I got. So hopefully if I can find that, I will show you those beautiful stitch markers. She gave them to me Wednesday at knit night. If you guys are around the Salem area, you should totally come to knit night. It's so much fun. The people are amazing, and it's at an awesome yarn store, which is Teaselwick Wools, and it's in a museum for wools and fibers and stuff. They have a lot of other stuff going on there other than just the yarn store, so it's really, really cool. You guys should look into it. It's at the Heritage Center, I do believe it's called. And knit night is Wednesdays from 4 to 8. So, what I have made is it's been really cold. So, I was working on my sweater. You guys can see a little bit of it back there. And I got too cold. So, I stopped and made a pair of mittens really fast so that my hands aren't so freezing. This is Regia yarn by Schockenmeyer. It's designed by Arne and Carlos. The color number is 06335. I do believe it doesn't have a name on it. They're amazing. I love it. It's a slightly heavier sock weight yarn. It says that it's a lightweight 3. It is definitely not a lightweight 3. I don't know. It's just slightly heavier than a DK, or a sock weight. Sorry. So slightly heavier than a fingering weight sock weight yarn. I did not match, as you can see. I just wanted mittens because my hands were so cold. When it's cold out, my joints start getting really achy. I can't work very much on them. This week has been especially hard. All my joints have been hurting really, really bad. So I haven't been going very fast. these, I did the afterthought, I did an afterthought thumb, which was kind of fun. I designed these like I designed my socks. So if you pull it off and look, it's just designed up like a sock. And I went all the way down, did my ribbing at the bottom, cast off, and then I picked up stitches, cut out a thread in the middle. So you pick up one on this side, say there's 3 rows. You pick up this side as many as you want, this side as many you want, and then you just cut this out. So you just have that hole open and you knit away. It's pretty easy. I did the first one in the traditional way that you're supposed to put your thumb, is in the inside when you don't have a gusset going on the inside here. It works. It's totally fine. There's no problem with it. It fits my hand. It still feels very comfortable. But if you watch, you know, my hand, you see how that stretches right there? I'm not the biggest fan of that. So my next one that I did was this one here. And I actually put it on the side. I just evened it out on the side instead of putting it on the arm. And I like that better. It's much better. Again, it's not so different that I need to redo the second one. You don't really notice unless you are looking at it, you know, like really closely. They're for me, so I don't care if they match or not. I just wanted warm hands, and this worked out for me. I liked working top down because it's hard sometimes if you don't do a swatch like you're supposed to, like I do all the time. I'll make the ribbing several times before I get this this number correctly. And if you go from top down, you can just make it as big as you want, and then you just go down. It doesn't matter. So you can kind of measure as you go on that one. So that's why I like doing, top down. I do toe-up socks that way. Obviously, I do my mittens. These ones anyways. All the other mittens that I've done have been wrist up. These ones I did top down or fingers down, whatever you want to call it. And I actually prefer that method because I feel like I can get a better fit for it. So that's the only thing I've made. I haven't made too much on it. Just because, like I said, my hands have been really hurting. They've been lovely and swollen, and I've been having to take it slow. But I have worked a bit on my sweater. I have this much left of this skein, and I have, oh goodness, I have this of this skein, which I just was hoping, and I didn't realize I was going to check on it last night and forgot. This is ending with a yellow, and this is going to be starting with a yellow. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. That's going to be great. So that my colors do not, they'll keep continuing in the pattern that we have established. So we've got this. Can you see it? Oh, it's so pretty. I really like it. It's showing up a bit brighter than it is. It's not really that bright because it's very, let's see if I can get my hand in here. Very see-through, as you can see. So if I put like a dark color underneath it, it mutes it out enough that I don't feel like it's so, like, it's not like irritatingly bright, you know. But it fits well on me. It's a boat neck style. I know it kind of looks boxy right now, but it really isn't. I have about 4 more inches now to go on the bottom. Maybe 6 if I want. I haven't decided how long I want it. 4 to 6, I'll say, inches. Last time I took a picture with you guys, I posted on social media, I was right here. So I've done that much. So not a terrible amount. Like I said, my hands are sore, so I haven't been able to work as much as I would like on it, but it feels so good. This yarn is really, really nice. I definitely would pick up more of it, and I would make another sweater out of it, no problem. On screen, you're seeing this stripe really well, but in real life that stripe is not showing up as well. It's more of a blended into the next one. I'm not sure why the camera is picking up that stripe so well, but it's really not there that much. So super excited about this. I'm hoping that I can get the body done by next week at least. I have to kind of go slow, like I said right now, but I'm hoping to kind of get the cats. Don't do that. Psst. The cats decided to fight. Psst. Quit it. They've been sleeping this whole time. Hold on a second. Quit. Psst. Turkey butt. Okay. Poor Riptide was just laying there being such a sweet boy, and then Romper decided to wake up and walk over and immediately start picking on him. I absolutely love working with this yarn. Like, as soon as I picked it up, like it's like a compulsion. Like, I have to knit with this yarn. It's so nice. It does not tangle. I bought it. I know that I've talked to you guys about it, but I'm going to go again. I bought it in a huge tangled mess for $2.50. And I was like, for $2.50, I think it's worth trying to pull it apart, right? For 2 skeins. I got it home, and it was out and wound and ready to go in half hour, maybe. It was crazy how, and I pulled out because I didn't know what type of neck I wanted. First I started with a tight neck. I didn't like that. Then I started to try and do this V-neck, but the way that the stuff, the open stitch on it and the way that it kind of lays, the V was not working. It was just kind of flopping over and it wasn't working for me. So I went back, I tore it out again, and I ended up with this boat neck style, which looks really, really nice. And I think it's going to look really good with a tank top underneath. If anybody wants to work with this yarn and wants a cast on amount or anything like that, just let me know. I'm not working from a pattern. I'm just working on whatever and seeing how it goes. But I can definitely give you a cast on amount. It's just a raglan style sweater, and I would like it a little bit longer than a normal sweater would sit, just, you know, below the hip there. And I intend to wear it with a tank top underneath, so it's a nice like springtime sweater. Why I'm working on this springtime sweater instead of my nice warm cozy winter sweater that's sitting for months and months and months on end, just sitting there, I have no idea. I just do whatever I feel like, apparently. I don't like finishing things. I like to just start 50,000 things. But anyways, if you guys would like a cast on number, I can definitely do that for you. Just write me down below and I can do that. Okay, I gotta set this down so I can actually focus on you guys. Knitting these with the Chiaogus, love them. They're the best in all the lands. Other than that, I have been, I did a bit of sewing, not too much. This sweater, this shirt was given to me because it's Usagi Yojimbo. And I absolutely love Usagi Yojimbo comics. They're really, really good if you guys are into samurais and animals. It's perfect. But it was given to me. It was quite, it was much larger than me, so I cut it down and, you know, sewed it up, made it fit me. And I decided that I needed to restructure it the other day to make it a bit more curvy for me instead of just a straight down shirt. So I did that yesterday. I really, really like it a lot. It fits well. It feels nice. And I can wear it nicely. I could wear it the other way too, but I just decided to do that. And then My favorite series of books is The Dark Tower by Stephen King. I've read them 1,010,000 times. And I've had this shirt for a long time. Well, I had it when I was much, much smaller. And it comes nowhere near fitting me. So I decided to cut it, and I'm going to make a backpack style project bag for it. I put the little things on the top. I need to fold the top over and make it so that the strings can go through, and then this will be a cinch on the top, and it goes through here. So that I have a little project bag that's a little bit bigger. A lot of my project bags are small for smaller projects, and that'll be a little bit bigger. I'll be able to stick my sweater in there and stuff like that if I need something just a bit bigger. I have a couple purses that I bring my projects in. They're okay. It's not that they're bad. I just want one that closes for some of my projects. I do like the open style bags, that I have, but I'm looking over here because I'm looking at my pile of project bags that I have. But if I have to bring stuff like my Chug knitting interchangeable needles or something like that, I want something that closes, just because they are very precious to me and I don't want to lose them. If it's just, a ball of yarn and knitting needles, pair of knitting needles, we're good to go. The open's totally fine for me, and I like that. It's easy to grab, whatever. Or in the car is really nice too, to have the open. But, different project bags for different situations, I guess. That is pretty much it for me. I'm going to lift you for a second and show you what Tracy from Teaserwork Wools gave me. She gave all of us, it says keep calm and cast on, and it says Teaserwork Wools on it on the bottom. Do you see it? Thank you, Tracy. I really super appreciate all the stuff that you got me. I don't know if she watches this or not, but if she does, thank you. I appreciate you. That's all I got. That's all I've been doing. I've been kind of everywhere this week. Like I said, I revamped my craft room. I can find everything better. See what I actually have instead of just shoving everything into my shelves. Yeah. Do you guys hear? I'll take you guys on an impromptu craft room tour. Let's do that. Okay, so here's my my sewing area is not cleaned up because I was doing everything right now. But there's my sewing area. I got some of my this is just my some of my toys out here that I like to collect. I have Doctor Who, I've got DuckTales, and I have my Usagi Yojimbo up there, and then I do have some more Flash action figures, but they are taken by my son apparently. I've got some World of Warcraft up there as well. Let's see my Usagi. Ooh, I love Usagi. And then if you come over here, this is my first yarn one. Down here is just Red Heart Super Saver. The rest of it is acrylics, except for these right here are wool blends. These, this is my kids' yarn now. They have 3 boxes. I told them only 3 boxes. That's all they could have, but they couldn't pass up these, so I gave in. And then if you come down below, I've got some, these are just my supplies, some extra felt for the kids because they've been using a lot of felt for the pom-poms that they've been making. These are just some things that I need to put together. I like to put these together. And then down here is, this is my knitting machine. I've got 2 of them here actually, and I put all the stuff in this box, all of the extra pieces and stuff like that I need from there. I got this at a yard sale. I'm waiting for my husband to hang it up for me. But I got all my thread on that. And you come over here, and these are all my special yarns. This big gaping hole right here is my sock yarn box. It's out in the living room because I was using it. But I have my cottons. This basket right here is yarn that I like to use for hats. And just specialty yarns. A lot of this up here is what Tracy gave me. I got a bunch of different, just random yarns that she was destashing. They're really nice. I don't know if I can, am I even showing you guys? I'm looking and not paying attention to the stuff. And then up top is my stuffing. This is just extra craft things right here. This is my box that I throw, oh no, sorry, I'm on the wrong side. That's my wedding box. This is my tool that I need to go through. This is my box of gifts that I just throw into, and then here's my large box of stuffing. That's my yarn area. Oh. My craft room. Like I said, it's not 100% pretty because I was sewing yesterday and pulled out a bunch of stuff while I was sewing. Of course, because, you know, I'm a creator. It's supposed to be messy, right? It's not an excuse. I hope you enjoyed my impromptu showing room. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.